I laid in bed bumming it. Hey, President.
We have to write an email to our president every Monday. He's been getting mad at us because some missionaries haven't been writing.
I wrote him at 6:45. I probably sent him at 6.
You're all time stamping it.
Yeah, making sure I get it done.
Like, in fact, I added a read receipt to mine. I'm going to make sure he acknowledges it and opens it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I used to have to do that at work. Oh, I had some people that were terrible about getting coaching. Like, one of my job, correlate this a little bit. Like, my job as a team lead was to often work with other managers. And I would see stuff like all the time. I'm like, you can't. Like, I'm just like, or on calls, so I'm like firing off stuff to, people. I'm like, hey, your employee did X, Y, Z or said this, this risk or whatnot. Nothing. And so, like, I think I waited like 3 months at one point, after I'd gotten the role again, I started adding. And then I didn't see anything. And then one person turned around and said, hey, you have like read receipts, dude? I said, yes. And then word started spreading that it's like, oh, Jerome's going to know if you don't open that email. So, true story. 3 months ago, I got I must have got like 20 or 30 deleted, not received emails from emails I had sent 2014.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, it's so that one of the managers is still there. I typed up, it's like, dude, you have no idea how many deleted, not read emails I just got when I was there in 2014. And he goes, oh, I said, yeah, I think the coaching wasn't read.
My gosh.
Nice.
What do you do,
Yeah.
Okay, let me get you guys a set of dice. I think you guys will like it. 1 second. This Christmas gift somebody gave to me last year.
Oh, dang.
Oh,
dang.
Oh, this is cool.
Whoa.
No way.
Hey!
Holy cow.
That
Those are
is so sick.
Yeah, that's a could almost be registered as a weapon dice.
What?
A weapon?
Yeah, you can hurt somebody.
Oh, 100%.
Dang. So cool.
Okay.
Classic.
Got the music down.
I knew you were going to comment classic, too.
Classic. Funny, every time we move into a new apartment, it's like you really close to the guys.
And you always, there's like always like an inside
you
joke
always
with
have
the
an inside
apartment.
joke. Like, you always just all make an inside.
Well, I can imagine, yeah. Well, Elder
So
Langston,
cool.
everything was the beast. So that was his coin of phrase.
Oh.
So yeah, you guys feel free to use those.
Sweet, we will.
Okay. So what we will do is recap from the last game. So last game, where we wrapped up, you had managed to track down the fiends who had taken advantage of the group that you had originally been sent out to find. You managed to find their camp remains, and you punished the offenders with righteous indignation.
Yeah,
Wrapping that up with a diving from the trees assault with his knife. The bard trying to show up all the fighters and whatnot, just giving it a spin flip and stashing it away in his little pouch. Ain't nothing but a thing. And so where we have now left off, you guys have taken a few moments to collect yourselves, gather your breath, and start looking over the remains of their camp, which there is a rather disgusting smell coming from their campfire, which is still lit. You already know why. The stew isn't stew you would probably want to partake in. Unless you're partial to human stew.
You
We
might like it.
already like gathered stuff up from the right?
From the other camp, yes, you managed to collect what serviceable things you could find. So you had some like pots and pans or
But not the
a couple extra pouches and whatnot. You guys found the rock, which was important, which is basically like an artifact that would help guide you to the correct location.
Okay.
And if I recall, you also managed to pick up some coins left over that hadn't been ran.
I call
So now,
You
you guys are at the remains of the orc camp, the orc bandits. So the 2 tents that had been up are like thrashed because you guys didn't really waste any time. You took them out where they lay, sort of thing. But other than that, what equipment they had, like their backpacks and whatnot, are there. Now, one of the things about orcs you will need to keep in mind is, very much if you want to use visuals, we were talking about this in IM the other day. So, Lord of the Rings, right? When it came to, like, Humans of Gondor or Rohan, or what, they all had a distinctive look, but not only a distinctive look, it had serviceable equipment. Like, everything looked like somebody paid some effort into making sure the backpacks, the pouches were sewn correctly. They wouldn't just fall apart. Orcs don't really do that. And if you can recall from Lord of the Rings, everything that they kind of had looked like it was just secondhand. They picked it up. It's what they use. They don't really make a whole lot per. Even their weapons are crude but effective, sort of thing. They're more chunks of metal sharpened than they are actual blades, unless unless like in this case, some of the guys were using weapons from the other camp. So they did have like actual swords and whatnot, but like the daggers that they have are more, hardened stone chipped away to, make do sort of thing, as opposed to something a blacksmith may have actually used. Some of this you can probably discard as just junk. It's not really going to be anything that you want. But you do know what you guys were tasked here for. You guys are at the camp. Have at it. What would you guys like to do?
I want to look around for anyone.
Okay, without even having to look around, you know the bodies already have some on. Now, if you're looking for anything specific, you can do that.
Look for like more artifacts.
Yeah, I think if there's a better crossbow, maybe.
Okay, well, they're orcs, probably not. But you're looking for something a little bit more specific than what you've already seen. So what you already see right now, there are a couple bows with some remains of arrows, which those are all doable. Camp. Those probably came from the other camp, so they just pilfered those to reuse. The swords are good. So they all have long swords, so if you guys want to take those, you can do that as well.
I'll take a long sword.
Okay. You're welcome to do so.
I'll take the remaining arrows.
Okay.
So
you got about 15 usable arrows. That look good.
I roll with this one, the D20.
If you're just taking the long sword, no.
Oh,
some of this stuff you see. I'm not making you roll that because it's like out in front of you. It'd be like
yeah,
it would be like
makes
walking
sense.
up here and saying, "I want to look at a graphic novel." You don't really have to roll; you just pull off stuff.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, I want to search one of the bodies.
Okay. Give me a D20 roll as you are rolling to investigate.
I'm gonna D20.
20.
That is a D20. You got a 20 naturally?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. So the first body, that's a good way to start the game off. So you guys all break out. You're rummaging through some of the arrows, chucking the ones that the orcs handmade, which are basically like twigs with some such like this is garbage. You could probably bring it along if you want to use it for kindling. Probably you don't want to rely on it to save your life.
No.
But you're like looking at some of the long swords from the guys trying, rummage. You have gone over to some of the one of the tents to see if there's anything of value. You go to the first body. This was the guy who was first attacked. Like Mammon just mowed down with that strike. His boots are a couple of feet from him, sort of thing, just knocked completely out. As you start rummaging through his goods, you end up seeing that in a pouch that he actually has very skillfully triple knotted which was like the first clue. You're like, why would they waste time triple knotting like this pouch unless he really didn't want anybody going through it? So you like take the time to kind of undo it, and you find this like rough cut piece of emerald that's about the size of your palm. And you being the most learned person, the first thing that comes to your mind, you're like, okay, he didn't want the others to know he had it. That probably would have caused a problem. So you're not sure how much it's worth, but an emerald of that size, if polished up a little bit, could probably do your group a little good. Okay.
We'll just leave it.
Okay. So, the Williams, you're doing some searching. Go ahead and give us a D20 roll.
Okay.
Grab that hunk of plastic.
5.
Literally, yeah. So you were just going through the remains of the tent, and you end up hearing bum 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 bum. No, I mean, yeah. You go through there, and it's what they pass off for pots and pans and whatnot, which they are. They're like super rusted, and some of them got like holes in it. It's like you wouldn't even hand it to a peasant to defend themselves in a pinch, sort of thing. You're just like, ugh. And in fact, they're not even all that clean. So you're just like, that's just junk. And then, of course, the next thought is like, well, if it's not clean, what was left on it? And then you get kind of one of those, like, sort of reactions. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Kind of like Elder Bergh when he found the invisible item that he stepped in.
Yep.
It's just like, whoopsie.
Yep.
But you have found a serviceable longsword.
Okay.
Looks like this was probably purchased back from one of the towns that you guys came from at some point in time. It's older. It could probably use some sharpening, but it's still valuable. So if you want to use it or resell it later on, probably get it.
I'll take it.
Okay.
I want to search.
Yeah,
Okay.
Cool. Yeah.
Go ahead and give a D20 roll then.
13.
Investigation.
15.
Okay, not bad. So you start rummaging through after getting done with the, sorting through the arrows, collecting your 15 that are gonna do you. You end up coming across what appears to be a really decently made knife. One of the nice things about it that you noticed that drew your attention is it has a custom sheath to it. So again, they probably pilfered it off or something. When you pull it out, however, it's very sharp, and it's this nice colored steel that has got kind of black waves strewn through it, looking very much like Damascus steel, if you've ever seen that. So, at first guess, this may have come from a kitchen, so it could be like a professional chef's knife. It could double up as, a dagger or a knife for defense. The balance to it is rather nice, so it's definitely a decent find.
Is it Elvish?
Hard to say. You could take another guess at it with insight if you wanted, but probably got your best insight.
Okay. I take it over to, what's your name again?
Tumik.
Tumik. I take it over to Tumik, and I ask him if he knows anything about the knife that I just found.
Okay, what do I...
So you're gonna give it a once over. You are the learned person of the group, so you want to give a D20 roll and add your insight.
First insight.
It's another one of your skills. All of it's in alphabetical order.
10.
Plus, what do you have?
1.
Oh, that stinks. I have 4.
Oh! So he's got the better insight. So you look at it, you pull down your little monocle and examine it. You're just like, come to the conclusion it's a good knife.
Classic.
I hand it over to him to take a look.
Kind of just passing around, see who has the better opinion.
Oh, that's too bad. I got 2.
Yep.
I got 6.
Yeah, so you're like, you know what? I've had some experience with cutlery in my day. So you're kind of like looking it over, and then you're like, that's sharp. As you like almost like it flakes off a piece of skin at one point. So you kind of got a little too close to the blade there by accident, but at least you can tell it is very well sharpened.
All right.
Okay, can I search the camp as well?
You absolutely can. Go ahead and give it 20.
Okay.
That's your investigation.
13 plus 1, so 14.
14, not bad. Okay. So you go rummaging through this time, and you end up finding 2. Again, these are very clearly not orcish designs at all. Again, they probably pilfered it. 2 nice wine skins with some liquid slosh in it.
Yummy.
You could probably use it for whatever. I don't know.
Lock it.
Well,
Lock
it,
it.
it depends. You haven't opened it up yet. They do have
Oh.
corks to it.
Can I-
Alcohol not only is good for drinking, for keeping yourself warm, but for medicinal purposes, it's also you can also use it to clean off wounds if it has alcohol in it. If it just has water, then you've got water added to your supplies, which is
Okay.
good as well.
Can I open it or just take
Yeah, you can uncork one. It's not going to damage anything. It's designed to open and close.
it? Okay, I'll open it.
Okay, so you open up and whoo, that is a very strong alcoholic smell.
Take it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, whoo, that reminds you guys of the pub you guys just recently went to where, you know, Whitey over there got himself the milk mustache.
Attaboy.
Yeah.
Attaboy. All right. Well, should we get going
Yeah.
on our way?
Let's get out of here.
In fact, when you kind of have to actually pull it away at one point, if in a pinch you stuffed it with some cloth and lit it,
Oh, like a Molotov cocktail.
Yep.
it may be
Could be
potent
used
enough to
as a
double
once.
up as something incendiary.
Okay. I want to search one more body.
Okay.
No bombs out of a tree.
You're all,
Oh, frick. 2 plus 4.
all right.
6.
What are you doing?
I was searching your body.
Oh.
So you go rummaging around at this point, looking for something, and when you pull up, you know, the body to kind of look at it, the only thing you really see is a groundhog dart back. Just like freaked out because, you know, well, from what it looks like, it's not a fresh hole, so he probably died on top of the hole. So when you pulled it off, where he was likely investigating why his hole was covered, this gigantic lizard, a very big predator, is staring down at it, and it's like, bye! And it just darts right back down the hole. In fact, you even hear a little bit of a as the, you know, the air kind of pushes out as it darts back down.
I think we're good. I think we should continue the journey.
Yep.
You guys think we need anything
Let's
else?
continue.
Let's do it.
As we're walking away, I asked Mammon where he got his necklace from. What was he?
The medallion.
The medallion.
The medallion. So he looks down at it and he says, I'm not sure.
What church do you go to, Mammon?
Church of Tiamat.
What?
Church of Tiamat.
You met one of your deities?
Tiamat.
The deity. I see. I have a difference of opinion, but I just stopped speaking.
You're like, I am wise enough to not follow through with that comment. Yeah, so apparently then knowing that that's supposed to be a deity, and you get a better look at that medallion. The medallion is of a 5-headed dragon, and each dragon head has a different color.
What time of day is it right now?
I don't recall. I think you guys managed to nab them late morning. Back up. Because you guys, if I recall, caught up to the original group shortly after, or the original encampment, shortly after you set foot, you broke camp.
Yeah.
Originally. So, after the fight, we'll say it's 1 p.m.
Okay. Say we get going. I know there's a mountain range near us.
To the mountains to find that cave.
Okay. So at this point, you're kind of off map. As far as like what you've been provided. You do have some clues to go with. Like I said, you had that chunk of marble that was clearly fashioned from something. And then of course you've got this expansive mountain range for you. You could either go up into it, which you don't exactly have the climbing tools to do so, nor the cart really wouldn't go. There's no serviceable path. Or you could kind of travel the length either northeast-ish to southwest-ish.
So we climb the mountain.
No.
No?
We can make a base
We
camp.
should walk around the edge, check it out.
Well, remember, you can't take the cart with you.
I say we walk around and find a path.
I
What if we
want
made
to. I want to search for a path near us that is
What
serviceable.
if we made a base camp
Investigation.
somewhere and then we come on like day? Because we have no idea.
Like
where
day
even it-
excursions.
Yeah,
that's a good
just
idea.
exploring,
Okay.
finding a
Can
path.
wait.
What do our surroundings look like?
Well,
So-
to reiterate then, this is where the forest is starting to break up a bit from the...
okay.
So, while there is woods nearby, it's nowhere near as thick as it was when you guys were traveling through. It tends to break up, and it's much more sparse as the woods hit as the wooded area hits the mountains. Think outside of Flagstaff, or there are trees, but not like so much that you can't
Not very
walk
dense.
around them. Yeah.
Where do you guys want to go? Do you want to go?
I think we should make a base camp,
Okay.
and then
Then let's set up our camp, and then let's investigate and look for a serviceable.
all right.
Or like
Hide it. Like in trees.
We go more to the tree line.
So go more towards the forest.
Yeah,
Back.
How far
Okay.
is the forest from the?
Hey, not terribly far, maybe a quarter mile.
Okay. That'd be fine.
We'll put it in there and let's maybe like put our camp, all of our supplies up in bags. And
Let me see what you find, Bergh.
Yeah, all of you guys would have some sort of backpack, or even if it's not
Oh,
actual.
we-
Dang it, from the bears. Do we have rope? Or someone got rope, right?
I think we did.
Yes, you guys would definitely have rope. That would be one of the things you guys would have, even if it wasn't.
Okay. I leave everything in my backpack in our base camp, tied up in rope. Everything except my
We need a
I have all my carried gear, but I leave all my gems and silver
Okay.
and everything, anything of value.
Okay.
And I take the knife that I got
Okay.
at camp with.
We all have to go.
Dude,
I mean,
I'm
we
going,
don't
I don't
have
care.
to.
well,
I'm
yeah.
investigating.
Well,
I'm
we'll
investigating
do-
too.
I'll do the same thing.
Maybe we should leave. Maybe we can leave Mammon in the camp.
Leave
Should
Mammon
leave
at the
our
camp.
stuff.
Mammon, would you like to stay at the camp?
More than happy to stay at the camp.
Perfect.
Nice. Keep the fire warm for
Bro,
us.
man was
alright?
kind of our protection.
Mammon,
though, bro.
keep the fire warm for us.
Dude,
Make sure no one
You're
steals
a-
our
you're a-
horses.
You're,
We're not
an ice breathing
starting
dragon.
wars.
You tell me you need protection. You're an ice.
We're not
breathing
starting wars either. We're just gonna go like scavenge around.
Yeah, we're just here to search around. We're here to search for a serviceable path up the mountain.
All right, I leave all my stuff too, but
Sure. Okay. So basically, you're
Everyone does that,
you're not
right?
taking your food supplies in excess. You're just taking what you need if a fight starts off.
yeah.
Okay. Good enough. All right. So then, which direction are you gonna go?
I think we should go up to the top of the mountain. Just hike up.
Want to
see-
start hiking up?
and see if we can see anything. Maybe when we get a higher viewpoint, we can see if there's a path somewhere or a road. You can see the edge of the tree line up
Climbing.
higher.
Okay.
All right.
You guys can absolutely do that. So, let me take a look at the character sheet here. I believe there's a skill for that. Should be. So everybody's gonna need to make me some athletics checks.
Sweet. 2.
One plus 1, 2. That is so awesome.
1 is an auto fail, so let's see what else everybody gets.
Oh, 2.
My gosh.
Plus 2. So 4.
All right,
17
Yes.
plus 0.
17.
Alright.
Why can't I hike up a mountain?
You're an elf.
Freak.
16 or 19? That's 16. 16 plus
You and I got tired.
athletics, 2.
All right,
18.
so so you two, not too much of a problem. Kind of hit your stride and kind of zigzagging your way up, like within he doesn't even get maybe 5 feet up. Presses down, like put your full weight down on what looked to be a solid rock.
Did I just roll my ankle?
And that rock like gives way, like you put down, and it goes straight down as soon as you do. So it rolls down. And thankfully, you're not very high up, but you biff your face right into the very front of the mountain. You only take a point of damage, but it's superficial. But it was a good biff, and so you just kind of left there, and you kind of glide down, just a couple feet back
Right
down.
down your 5-foot incline.
You don't really biff it, but every time you start trying to find a place to climb up, you're probably a little too close to him. There wasn't solid footing. Like you grab a hold of something, and it just, it crumbles out from under you, or the dirt just wasn't solid enough or packed. And you're just like kind of scraping, not really getting up, and those two are making it look easy.
Alright, so how far up have we gotten?
You two have actually gone
23
up
hit points
at this
left.
point, let's say 20 feet.
Alright, I want to look around and see if I can see any trails.
Okay, go ahead and give me an investigation check.
14 plus 4, 18.
Ooh, not
Yeah.
bad.
I have bad eyesight. 5 minus 1, 4.
So you're looking around, and maybe the sun's in your eyes or something. Just like,
Yeah.
I can't see nothing.
Yeah.
You're looking around, though. Your dragon perception is a little bit keener than your compatriot over there. Looking around, looking past the tree, you see what appears to be north from here a better grade for climbing. You don't know what exactly that means, and it's not you're not high enough to look down into it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's definitely the way it's formed. It looks like it would be much easier to get back up. It's quite possible there's a path over there, but that is roughly a mile up from north, I should say.
All right, I want to go to that path.
No, I don't. I'm gonna keep climbing.
All right, you have fun.
Alright, you get over there, you see it's
So,
not
are
your
you
path.
going to walk across the mountain, or are you going to come back down and?
I'll come back down.
Okay.
I'll pick up these chumps. And we'll go up the mountain.
Alright. Okay, so you collect them.
I'm
You're
gonna
going
keep
up
climbing
further.
because I'm not
Go-
convinced.
Go ahead and roll again. For the athletics at this point, as you climb up.
8.
Oh, okay. So you get up to
Good job, Superstar.
up a little bit further. Thankfully, you don't fall or anything, but it's more of a sheer face at
Yeah.
this point. So you're like having a hard time finding a way of negotiating it. So you're kind of scooting around it and past, not really going up, but sliding across. So you don't get as high as you want to. You get maybe only another 10 feet. But you haven't fallen. You're just trying to negotiate the cliff at this point. Get around and get up further. You guys are walking around. It's going to take you a bit. Are you going to follow his direction then?
Yeah.
Where he's pointing? Okay, not a problem. That isn't a big deal. Why don't you give me 2 more checks since they're just walking?
Okay.
Give me another climb check.
Ooh, 15.
Ooh,
plus,
nice.
That's 21.
Ooh, there you go. All right, so at that point, you're like, okay, I think I found something. You jam your hand into what looks to be a good finger hole, swing yourself around, and yeah, sure enough, it was a little bit of a what probably was a larger ledge at one point. It's water eroded, so it looks like it may have had the remains of a tree on it at one point. You use that to kind of scale up, and now you're getting much further up. You've already scaled up another 40 feet.
Yeah.
At this point, just kind of making your way really well. You've got at this point, from where you're at, you're high enough. You're actually starting to see some of the tops of the trees. So now the forest here is old, so you're not quite that high, for those trees, but you're getting up there. You've actually lost sight of these guys.
Good. Should I keep going?
Yeah, you absolutely can keep going. Give me another roll. Okay, not quite as good as you had hoped. Again, this is more of a, you haven't fallen, you haven't done anything drastic, you haven't really found a way up further. So you're kind of doing the side shimmy, negotiate to try and find a better ledge. So while he's doing that, you guys are completely lost sight of him. But you haven't heard anything falling, so he must not have hurt himself. You guys walk around at this point, kind of keep into the tree line and hard face of the mountain. And true enough, the area that you get looks like it was probably heavily water eroded. Obviously more from up top, like a heavy rain is kind of and really pelted this area because there's not nearly as much growth in trees. So there's quite a bit of erosion, but what you didn't expect to see is there are some white chunks of rock nearby, which doesn't fit in with the mountain.
I'll investigate that.
Okay.
Does your marble look like the white chunks of rock?
What would you roll for that? That sounds good to me.
All right.
Yes. Great idea.
You get the hang of this.
6.
All right.
Classic.
So you guys are. I mean, and you're the first thing is like, there's something kind of peculiar about that. That's pretty bleached, looking rock. It doesn't look quite right. And you're like, does that match up with your marble? So he pulls out and examines it, and he's like, doesn't look a thing like it. Color wise, it looks like it matches. It's just looks like where he got thrown off is, you know how like Roman columns have those nice grooves and whatnot. The chunk that you've got has some of the grooves. The chunk that he's looking at doesn't look anything like it. So he's like kind of stumped. You're not really convinced.
This must be the ruins of the ancient kingdom. To see, I want to investigate the area even further to see if it's particular at all. 19.
Ooh, what's your investigation?
Investigation is +3.
Ooh, look at that.
22.
So you take a look at it. He got stumped at first glance. Probably he looked at it a bit too quickly. It's definitely marble, although it's not hewn like like what the piece you guys have got.
Jeez, man. Damn.
So it's a good guess that this came from this probably came from somewhere around. You don't see an entrance just yet, but this could very well be where this came from.
Let's continue to follow the path. Is there kind of a path to these ruins to where it leads, or
due to the water? Yes. Okay. So if you want to follow what the water has eroded, you definitely can.
Let's follow the water path.
Okay. Go ahead.
Should we? Is he still on top of the mountain?
On a different section, yes.
Gosh dang it!
I'll see you later.
Leave him there. All right. Let's keep going. Let's keep investigating this.
Okay, so why don't you guys go ahead and give me climb checks? So let's go athletics.
19.
All right.
+1. Heck yeah.
3. Plus, I think it's 2. Yep. 5.
All right. Well, again, you're not falling, you're not hurting yourself. He finally, finds a spot, and you're like, okay, that's exactly what I needed. You plant your foot down like the right way, like Daddy taught you at one point in time, and you're like, okay, just boom, 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 making your way right up the that eroded water trail and whatnot, no problem. you found probably the one patch that was still kind of muddy. Your foot just sinks. And you're like, that didn't help.
All right, I want to give it a try.
Go ahead.
20.
Oh, nice. Naturally or natural 20?
Yeah. I have 0 athletics.
Good grief. Okay, yeah. So kind of took a tip from your buddy over here and found where to scale it up, you know, keeping within the path of water erosion, which is kind of dry, and just following him step per step, right up behind him. No, losing him in the process. He's kind of kicking off like loose dirt and want to try again. You are still scaling. Go ahead and give me another climb check.
How far away am I from the top?
You are quite a ways from the top.
Oh. Athletics?
Yes.
Okay, so that's 20.
Nice. So once again, it was a matter of repositioning yourself. You're like, okay, I can't go straight up and down. I'm going to have to negotiate, and you again find another finger hole or something, you know, solid to grab a hold on that you could scale it up and, like a spider, just and start going right back up the side. And by the time you get high enough, at this point, you are high enough. Not even sure distance-wise how far you traveled. But again, you haven't quite gone straight up. You kind of negotiate a little bit at an angle. When you finally pull yourself up, you slap down on what is solid flat rock, which is unusual because rock shouldn't rough and, you know, and more bulbous, you know, in a way. And when you finally pull yourself up, you are looking at what is probably the remains of some flooring or something. The stone has been worked to such an extent that it looks like this may have been part of like a balcony or something.
Oh, okay. It's not like a path. It's like part of a house or something.
Hard to say. But there's definitely, from what you can tell, it looks like there was probably a way in that has been blocked by a cave-in. Yeah. Now that you've gotten a chance to go, you still can't see them because just too many trees in the way. You can now see some water erosion not far away that has cut away a good chunk of the mountainside. Yeah. And it looks like that may have been a tower or something. Yeah. Because you can see the hewn rock or worked rock that was apparently buried by the mountainside. Something must have happened that it just caved everything and collapsed it in. So if you can get over there, there may be a serviceable.
Yeah, I'll start walking that way.
Okay. So why don't you go ahead and give me another athletics check. This isn't so much climbing, you're just kind of walking across at this point.
14. Okay.
So this isn't so much of a path as it is level set. So again, it's kind of fitting that whatever happened, maybe there was a walkway here at some point in time, and it's just covered. So you're able to kind of, there's enough of a way to form your own path, to walk over to the other side. And it takes you a little bit as you're doing it, but it's firm enough and wide enough that you don't have to, feel like you're walking on a tightrope. You're going across. As you guys are, we'll get you in a second. Well, actually, let's go ahead and have you roll again to see if you can catch up to your friend.
Gosh, dang it! 1.
Oh.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm taking a nap at this point.
Alright. So you two give me athletics checks. See how much further you guys get up.
Come on, luck of the draw. No! 2!
Alright.
I want to check that.
Elders Kimball.
Yeah.
Got it. Alright. See how high you're able to get.
Why am I so terrible athletically? Gosh dang it.
7 plus 0.
All right, so
We didn't get very high.
yeah, so you guys are climbing up at this point, and I'm you know your friend is back there someplace. You can hear him kind of grumbling still as he's trying to find the right foothold. And as you look around, you can still see the worked stone in bits and pieces underneath the dirt and rubble or what. Again, giving very much the impression that something was buried here. And right when you spot it is when you step onto a spot that was smooth and not, rubble. You basically step on what was stone, and you slip and tumble, and just and before,
all the way down.
Yeah, and before he even has.
Oh my god!
However, I will say this: your fall is softened by your friend. So you do the whole, like, you fall, you kind of grab and you try to break yourself and stop, so you're not directly falling, but at one point you just can't stop it, and you end up coming right back. And as he looks up and is trying to negotiate that little gully going up, just right to the chest, poof, poof, and knocked to the ground, and you guys are just laying there with the air completely knocked out of your chest.
Gosh,
just
man.
Going.
Do you lose any hit points from that?
No, I'm not gonna. But it definitely stinks.
Wait, so am I still up there?
You were up there. You just don't get any further, and in fact, you probably just kind of hugged the mountain a little more as you saw him lose it, and then take your friend out at the bottom.
Okay, can I do an investigation check on the mountain
From
area?
where you're at?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, take a moment to just kind of look. Go right on ahead.
13 plus 4, 17.
Nice. Okay. So from where you're at, you deduce that, and you can actually see. It doesn't even look. It's acting as a cliff a little bit further up, but it doesn't look like it's a cliff. It looks like this may have been, based on other things that you've seen here, that this may have been some sort of buried building of some kind, maybe a fort or something. You think you can hear him coming along, because you can occasionally hear like some rock kind of coming down and whatnot. If somebody walking higher topside. But as you look over from your vantage point and reasonable distance, you can actually see the remains of a cave down towards the base. If you guys had walked a little bit further, you probably would have found that. So if you go back down, you'll probably get to it.
I want to go back down and go to the cave.
Okay.
I follow him.
You've had enough of this climbing nonsense.
I'll full send and make it to the top.
For what? We're going to the cave.
We're going to the cave.
We're going to the cave. We found a cave. We found the cave.
A cave. You don't know if it's the cave.
All right.
Yeah, you have fun on the top of the mountain.
Yeah.
All right. Well, when the orcs are coming, I'll tell you they're coming. All right. I appreciate it. When they find out that you killed their whole camp.
Yeah, and he's gonna get creative with it too. He's gonna like lob one of the. Oh, that's right. He's got those. He's gonna lob one of the wineskins on fire.
All right, we'll go to the cave.
I investigate the entrance of the cave.
All right.
16 plus 3, 19.
Nice. Okay.
Activate night vision. Bravo 6. Going dark.
Notes for it.
That cat's cute.
Oh, Hope. She always hides in here rather than runs in the living room for some, or into my other room. Okay. So as you come around, it looks like this may have been an entrance to some kind at one point in time, not an actual cave. So, but again, keeping in the idea that something has buried it, it looks like that's why it now has more of a cave-like look of appearance. That something on the inside was probably strong enough to keep it from totally collapsing. So it's got like, it's got growth and whatnot in here. But if you go a little bit further in, you're going to need to get like torchlight. Or wait a minute,
I have night vision. I have
night
dark
vision,
vision up to
so-
60 feet.
never mind, scratch that.
Alright,
From the mouth of the cave from where you're at, you think you see what appears to be a large double door, but stairs kind of go down.
So stairs go down to the double door.
Mm-hmm.
I'm following him.
Well, he hasn't done anything yet.
Oh.
Give me one. Hold on. Do you have anything to make a torch with?
Yeah, let's do it. I have a spell that I can turn.
Yeah, you're on top of the mountain.
Yeah, I can't help you guys.
Dwarf went over the mountain, the dwarf went over the mountain, the dwarf went over the mountain to see what he could see.
We could light my love letter.
He's like, I got some kindling.
Did you grab those crappy arrows with you?
No, I didn't.
Oh!
What about my cocktail? Should I save it?
I'd say that.
Save it. It's burning
Well,
too
who
fast.
here can't see in the dark?
Him.
Do you not have night vision?
Where would it sit?
Look to the features, traits, and more.
On the far right hand side of the sheet. If you have it, it will be there. Okay.
I go closer. I go closer to the stairs and walk cautiously with my rapier drawn. And I want to go investigate the door some more.
Okay.
8 plus 3, 11.
Okay. What is your profession?
My profession?
What are you? Class?
I am a rogue.
That's what I thought. Okay. So, coming up to the door, coming down, you can definitely tell. Like I said, stairs. These are actual stone stairs, not like rocks that kind of
Somehow
were lined
there.
off. Right?
Yeah.
This was actually when you start getting down the stairs, you can tell that this was actually stone hewn to form a hallway. Like everything in here, they're probably on the right path. The doors are solid. They appear to be swollen to some extent. Probably from the environment, the coldness and the dampness of the area. You've never quite seen what they're made of, though. That's a bit of a mystery too. You might need someone in here to tell you, but it does look like they are secured to some extent.
Okay.
So you're
I want to run back. What I'm going to do, I'm going to tear a piece of my clothing off, wrap it around an arrow, and then give me some alcohol.
So Mr. Snooty, who values his high-value clothing, is going to tear it up?
No, I'm not.
You can borrow some of mine.
I have a cloth.
I have some common clothes.
Okay. Let me tear off some of your disgusting common clothes.
You may do
I'll
it.
give you some alcohol.
Okay. I fashion a crude torch. And
Okay.
We go down towards the...
Okay. So, mountain climber.
Yes.
You have gotten across at this point, and you're actually above where they have gone in
Yeah.
at this point. So you can see that there is a cave below you somewhere.
Yeah. I think before I do anything, I just want to look around the area and just view the whole scenery. Make sure, maybe I can see the camp. Or
Give me one more investigation. You definitely can't see the camp.
Okay.
You are too high up, and the trees obscure the view.
Oh, sick. 20.
Nice. Natural?
Yeah, natural. What is it, investigation?
If you roll a natural 20, that's for the most part, that's an auto success.
Okay.
Yeah. So, with your 20, you have got, this is probably the best view you've ever had. If you could find like a hammock or something to throw up here, this would be a nice place to retire.
Yeah.
Sort of look to it. There's a nice, even though it's pretty clouded still, there's a nice kind of golden glow off in the distance a little bit as the sun is kind of cresting over the mountains. High hope. I know. She's all the way topside. So, but from what you can tell, that you can see a good chunk of the tree line from like where you're positioned at. It doesn't seem to be any more up here. It just reaffirms the fact that this is probably may have been a castle or perhaps a fort of some kind that got buried. What's below you, you're not sure. But it's definitely a cave entrance, and from what you can see, from what you recall from the marble piece, you can see chunks of marble below you as well.
Okay, so I can assume that these guys are in the cave below me.
If not, they're definitely nearby.
Okay. What time of the day is it right now?
Given the travel time you guys have done, we'll say it's about 3.
3 o'clock?
Mhm.
Okay, so there's still a couple hours of daylight left.
Yeah.
Okay. At this point, probably hike down to the cave below me.
Okay, go ahead and give me one roll.
Away, 20 again.
Nice. Okay. The dwarf over here making it look easy. You at one point decide, I can cartwheel it. Just like da 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 da. You're just skipping all the way down, just making it no problem whatsoever. And you get down with a little bit of a thud as you guys are looking at the door. You hear a thud behind you.
Nice. All right.
This is a heavy dwarf.
All right. I want to go investigate.
Well, the
door.
dwarf, you've got
I have a light spell.
the armor you've got. You should have some fairly hefty armor. I think you got chainmail?
Print. I don't know, where do you see that?
That is
Armor.
going to be under your equipment and treasure.
Your gear, scale mail.
Oh, scale mail. Yeah, okay. Scale mail is very similar to what the Romans had.
Oh, okay. Very nice.
Okay, do you want to investigate?
Yeah,
the
I
door?
want to go investigate the door.
Okay. So you've got your makeshift torch lit up.
Yeah.
Why don't you give me an insight check?
Or can I do investigation?
Sure, we can do investigation.
12 plus 4, 16.
Okay. So, looking at the door, you have heard rumors of this sort of substance before. It's called ironwood. It is a type of wood that gives the look and appearance of oak, but it has a gray kind of sheen to it, giving it kind of an iron look. It's magically enhanced by design. Meaning this is a very heavy-duty door. So it is definitely locked. You may be able to pick it. Or if you can't, you could probably bash it down, but bashing it down is going to take quite a bit of, resolve to do so.
First things first, I'm going to try to open the door.
You test it. Yeah, it is locked.
Okay.
I have a lockpick.
Yes, you do.
I want to attempt lockpicking the door.
All right. And that is something you are extremely good at because you're proficient with it as well.
Is that a sleight of hand roll or what
That
is that?
is, I think. Let me take it fast. Cool. Yeah, we'll go with that because I know that either way, that it's the same bonus that it would be for a lockpick anyways.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll that. D20, add 6.
6, 12.
Okay. So you break out your break out your pick and tools and whatnot. You guys ever played Skyrim?
Yeah, I love Skyrim.
Okay, so basically like how you put the one in there.
You have to like,
You'll find
yeah.
it. Basically what he's doing. He's got the one in there kind of going in and then pink.
Dang it.
Breaks
did it
like,
break? Can I try one more time?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. 16 plus 6.
Oh, nice.
22.
Yeah.
So now at this point, you slide the one in there and you get it and you get it wedged. And you stick one more in there because it looks like it's a couple tiered lock. which is impressive given how old the door appears to be. And you finally get that last piece in there. You guys end up hearing a very silent.
Yes.
As something falls into place.
I open the door.
Okay. Give me just a standard strength check. So you're going to roll and add your any strength bonus you made.
7, and I feel like I'm pretty weak. Oh, -1 free.
Alright, I want to try to open the door too.
So you're like, yeah, and then you're like,
Gosh dang it.
It's much heavier than you thought.
I want to try to open the door. Is it maybe
Bro, if you want
athletics?
No, your strength is up here,
if you
top
want,
left.
I can give you
Right
who has
here.
the strongest strength. I can do
Yeah,
this.
I'll give it a try, then you can give it a try.
Well, I have a
The door
spell.
is big enough. More than one person can attempt it.
Oh, okay.
Alright, here, I just want to attempt it first. Just see
So
what
do
I can
you
do.
want to like a strength spell? I can give you a.
Just let him roll for it.
All right.
Well, yeah, you might want to hold on to those just in case.
10.
Plus.
0 strength.
All right. So you're all, and it's not going for you either.
Alright, we need 3 of us to do this. Come down with us and help open this door.
I mean, at this point, he's there.
Yeah.
You've got night vision as well, don't you?
I
As
don't
a
think so.
dwarf? I can't remember if you do or not.
Let's all try to
No, I
push the
don't
door.
think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's all try to open the door.
So I'll
But,
play-
but in either event, you can see the fire that
Yeah,
they
the fire.
I'll
torch
play
up.
some music to give him uplifting strength.
So you're just going to take a moment and play. Okay.
Like Peter Piper
Some hype music.
in Shrek.
So, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, hey, now, you're an all-star. Get your game on. Go play.
Superstar. Open that door.
Oh my gosh.
So he starts singing the latest ballad, All Star,
Nice.
by that hip fantasy band Smash Mouth.
Oh my gosh.
Do we have to roll again?
Yeah, those of you who are going to attempt it. So 3 of you give me a roll.
Alright.
You want me to roll?
Mhm.
Yeah, you're giving an attempt too.
Oh my gosh!
Oh no!
4!
So your rogue over here is golfing.
Gosh dang it. Let's go get Mammon.
9.
No.
let's give it
I have
a-
a spell. If we need a spell, I can make you guys. I have Bear's endurance. It'll be super
But I
strong.
feel like that's for combat. I don't
Well,
know.
I don't know.
So you guys are all putting into it at this point. You're all, and it's just like it goes.
Who?
Alright, I want to give it one more try. Let's
How
give it
much
one more
you're
try.
gonna work
Try.
yourself out?
We're gonna do it in the most unity that we can, alright?
Okay.
Alright, that's what we're doing.
Okay.
This is our attempt.
Well, I'll tell you what. Before you finish adding that up, you could tie a rope around one of the doors.
Oh, smart.
Let's do that. Let's do that.
Around one of the handles, and then all of you guys pull it, and I will give you an advantage on your roll, meaning you can roll twice, take the better of the two.
Alright. We're doing the rope thing.
We've been pushing the whole time.
No, we've been pulling.
You've been pulling.
with our bodies,
we
with
tried
our
pushed
arms.
it.
No, it's clearly it's a pull. It has
Yeah.
a,
Yeah, it's a push me pull.
Sure.
Alright, we're doing the rope thing. We get advantage. Alright, I'll roll.
Go ahead.
okay, tie a rope around it with my awesome knot tying skills.
Alright, and I got a 10.
Roll another one.
Yeah, you roll twice.
12.
Okay, so you have 12.
Yes.
4.
Oh my gosh.
That is.
Oh my goodness gracious. Are you in this too?
Yeah, he's helping us now.
What do you mean?
13.
13.
Nice.
Yes.
And what's your strength bonus? So you had 15 and then add what?
1.
1.
Okay, so not bad. 16.
15.
Ooh.
2.
Okay, so
Minus 1. 14.
minus 1, so you got a 14. Okay, so with that, you guys put it together, and now you're starting to make headway. That door is starting to creak open, but you guys are literally having to put your backs into it, just like, oh my goodness! and it's
Yes!
and you finally got it like all the way open, and then there's this like cool breeze that slowly kind of waves out of it.
And I'm just like, I feel nice because I am in the cold and I'm a drag ice.
Because you're
Okay.
you're in the nice ice dragon wizard.
In the nice cool air.
I draw out my rapier, and I have the knife that I found in the other hand, and I look 60 feet in front of me with my night vision, and I kind of just do a scan of the entrance of the door.
Okay, so from here, looking in, it goes basically the door from where it's at, it opens up, and it looks like it opens up into kind of a T, almost like it's opening up into
a hallway,
foyer, larger hallway that extends both north and east.
Ask him to tell him to ask the Osborne. Or the...
Wait, is there enough light in there? Can you guys see?
Well, you do have the torch.
And they do have night vision.
He has night vision.
Okay.
So it splits off into two hallways?
Yeah.
Okay. We can go right, or we can go left.
Who has night vision here?
I have night vision. I'm 60 feet.
Basically, a good way to look at it, from where you're looking, you can go left or right.
Left
You have to
or
split
right.
up?
Yeah, but do you have night vision?
No, but I have spells, bro. I like using my. I want to use
Alright,
my
hey,
spells.
do you
Do you
have
have
night
spells
vision?
for night vision?
I have spells
Bergh,
for
do you have
light.
night vision?
He has light, and
I
light
don't
is
think I
actually
do, right?
really good.
I have light.
Well, he
I
has a
have
spell.
light. I
though.
can like touch you and give you, or touch an object and give you.
Uh-huh.
And it glows.
Like the stones of the brother of Jared.
Yes.
Okay, hold on. Let's get something nice though to look to. Hold on.
I'll just
Grab-
light up my cocktail and explode it.
Grab your marble thing,
My emerald or the granite?
the granite thing, and light it up.
Alright, I grabbed the granite and put a spell on it.
You want me to?
Yeah.
Yes, put a spell on it.
Is it supposed to light up when we?
I don't know. Oh, freak! Maybe that might mess with it.
Well,
Yeah, do it with
I'll
the
grab the
emeralds.
emerald. I grabbed the
Grab the
emerald that I had that I pocketed.
Okay.
Light
Alright.
that thing up.
Light that baby up. Light that baby
Light it
up.
up.
Okay.
You have to roll dice.
Nope.
All right.
No, it's literally. There you go. So it has this. So you light it up.
It's like a green glow.
Because you put a light spell on it. Yeah, it has kind of a green, goldenish hue.
Yeah.
Think if you've seen Return of the King, where he's holding the tears in the bottle, and it's like
Elvis
kind of shining. Yeah. So it looks kind of like that, but more with a greenish kind of golden glow from the light. So
You kind of look like Frodo in real life. Okay,
so in a way, when everything lights up on the inside of here, it has kind of this now, because you've done it with the emerald. It's almost like looking on the inside of an aquarium. Kind of look like if you were to let the aquarium illuminate a room.
Yeah.
It has kind of that weird kind of aquatic
Weird
look to
hue
it now.
effect to it.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
But the inside, once you guys get inside and you look at like that marble piece, yeah, this has to have been where this came from.
Is it glowing or is it?
No, it's not glowing or
It
anything.
just
Just
matches.
yeah, the design and everything on the end here. There's a thin layer of dust all over the floor, disturbed in various sections. Not like anybody's swept it or anything, but just open spots occasionally.
Okay,
Okay.
Do we go right or left?
How about can we just investigate the area?
yeah, I can detect if there's magic in the area, so could I like search around to see if there's magic?
So that is a spell.
It's a spell, yeah.
Uh-huh. And what's its radius?
It doesn't say. Where would it say?
Infinity.
It just
This is prepared spells.
first level, 4 slots.
Let me grab the player's guide here real quick.
Okay.
Somebody else grabbed it.
I can try. I'm right here. I'm looking at it.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's
So
bad.
since you've got it, why don't you lead up?
Sorry, that's funny. My bad.
No, that's good.
Range 30 feet.
So it's not very far. Usually what you want to do with detect magic is not when you first enter like a hallway, but like when you get into rooms or like sections of a part where you're going to get the most bang for it. Usually with detect magic, it's like when you stumble onto a weapons cache or you stumble onto treasure or something.
Okay, so never mind. I won't do that. We'll just investigate.
Okay.
Gosh dang it. 2 plus 2, so 4.
Okay. So you're looking around. First thing after he casts he calls upon the blessing of his deity, and the room kind of lights up. You guys instinctively start looking around. You're not finding anything out of the ordinary, outside of the fact that that this is clearly some sort of chamber, and the hallways lead to something. But you can hear faintly in the distance some sort of like the breeze that's inside here almost doubles as a whisper. But nothing that makes any sense. Almost like it's just far enough back that you can hear a faint whisper type of conversation, but can't make out any of the words.
Investigate it, good.
Okay.
Nine plus 4. 13.
Okay.
Wait, is this like a big room we're in? Can we see like?
Think of it. Think of it kind of like the opening of foyer to the ward, where it has it's not really a room, but they've set up a couple like the chairs and whatnot.
Foyer type thing.
Yeah. But it's more of just a place where you're going to go to get the other hallways to other rooms. Sort of thing. That's more of like what this is like. There's nothing really in here. There's no like tables or chairs or where you're at. Just that there's hallways that goes either direction.
Are there any light switches around?
Huh?
Are there any light switches around?
And there are no light switches.
You heard a slight whisper coming from what direction?
It's hard to say.
Wait,
okay, is there a split off? Is there a split off in front of us?
Yeah, it's you can either go right or left.
Maybe we should go get.
Wait.
No, let's split up.
Oh, we're already here.
But
we're already
you
here.
investigated. What'd you get?
13.
13. Okay. You can hear what sounds like something in armor walking, and it's coming this way.
Oh my
Hey,
freak!
Everyone, draw your weapons.
All right. I have my weapons drawn. I had my weapons drawn.
Okay, you did.
How far away? I investigate to try to see if there's anything in front of us.
All right.
That's my vision. No! Freak.
What'd you get?
I got a 1. Classic.
All right. So, as he makes the correlation, he gets a little spooked at the whispering and whatnot. He's got his weapons out. He's like looking around. You do one of those things where you just look around a bit too quickly, and you feel that muscle cramp right in your neck.
Oh.
And you're all, oh.
I've had that before.
I should have drank water. Yeah, I needed bananas.
Gosh,
one of those things. Yeah, and the one thing, given the fact that it's so cold in here, at least it feels warm.
Okay.
What usually happens when that muscle gets tweaked like that. But now it comes into view. And yes, and you end up seeing these 4 bodies shambling towards you that are in the remains of what were probably armor that they may have been buried in. They're not in great condition. No flesh is retained on their skeleton. They simply are marching towards you with the deathly Abaddon with swords drawn.
Are they skeletons?
They are skeletons.
Okay.
What the
Who goes there?
They're skeletons that are running towards us.
Okay.
Oh, throw your cocktail. Throw your cocktail.
It is initiative time. So everybody gets to roll a d20, and you will add your initiative modifiers if you have any.
Weapon, bro.
Where's initiative?
Question: will like a blade even hurt these skeletons at all? Stabbing wise?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a little harder because obviously they're just bone. But yeah, if you were to take in real life, find a skeleton, you took a sword to it, eventually you're going to beat it down and crush it. It's in older school Dungeons and Dragons, they were more resistant to piercing damage. In the fifth edition, I don't think they really care as much, just because it was kind of a dynamic that nobody really paid too much attention to. So I'm not really worried about it. But ideally, yeah, you want to crush them and not stab them. But either way, you're fine. Swords can still be used to swing as opposed to pierce.
What will the cocktail do to him?
It's a great question.
Just make them scared.
You've
16.
never faced skeletons or lit them on fire before, so.
I feel like it
16 plus 2, 18.
Yeah.
All right.
I feel like it'd be good. What?
Fire.
Well, then they're just skeletons
try
are
it.
on fire now.
I'd
It'd be
18.
like Minecraft. When they're on
Yeah,
fire,
they take damage. They take damage though.
Yeah.
You got a 16?
I got it. Yeah, plus my initiative it's 18.
Yep.
Dang it.
2. Plus 3, 5.
Okay.
Alright, give me. Nine. Which one is initiative? 0.
9.
Okay, so you're at 9.
6.
6,
7. Okay, so you get first and I go?
7. Hold on one second.
well, boys, it's on the road here.
No, it's not. I'm gonna pull my spiritual weapon.
So,
Oh yeah.
skeletons aren't unalive, so it's like a magic spell, right?
Yeah, I was
Over
gonna.
the skeletons.
Well, they're undead. They're undead beings.
They are undead, yes. So, Elder Osario will be going first
Yes.
because he is that lightning fast
Okay.
with his tweaked neck.
Does
Okay.
the music do anything to 'em? Can't hear.
No. That's a great question. Your vicious mockery won't do anything to them because they don't have brains.
Can I use sneak attack?
You cannot.
Oh, because I don't have advantage.
Right, exactly. If they walk past you or something, yes.
It was kind of like behind the back
Yep.
attack. Okay. So they're running towards us. How far in front of me are
Oh,
they?
be careful! That one lever on the side there is kind of adjacent, or kind of not switch on
On the glass. On the glass. No. Yeah, so he's just saying watch for the glass.
There you go.
The cup.
What fell?
The dice.
The D20.
Yeah.
Classic Elder Kimball. It's alright.
See, I even gave you the biggest dice I've got. You're still losing it.
Check under our couch.
Oh, it's right there. That's the door.
There's a broom right here if you want to use it to smack it out.
Epic.
There you go. Cool. Sorry about that, guys.
No, all good.
No, I'm sorry.
Okay, what's going on now?
Do
So
skeletons
it's up
have
to him. You are first to attack.
what do skeletons love? Like, do they have any?
They have no mind.
They have no mind. Okay. I didn't know if they were like. I don't know.
Hey, come here, homie.
You're all trying to barter with them. It's like, so skeletons.
Okay.
I'm here to make a deal.
Come on,
Okay.
Johnny.
I aim for one of the skeletons rushing towards us, and I throw my knife at its head.
Okay, you definitely can. Woof. Roll that d20.
$18
Ooh.
plus. Is it plus anything?
It's gonna. Well, your knife would be since it's not hand to hand.
Oh.
It would still be your just typical attack. So you got dagger.
Dagger, melee, or range attack. 4
So
to
it says
hit.
what, 4?
Plus
Yep.
4 to hit.
There you go.
And then 1d4 for piercing damage.
Yes.
Say that?
Mm-hmm.
There was the d4.
The D4 looks like the pyramid.
Okay. 1d4 plus 2. 1. 3.
So 3 points of damage. So you, on a quick spin, wah, send that knife flying. You end up embedding it right in its eye socket.
Yes.
So it doesn't take it out, but you see that like the skeleton's head go tonk, and keeps advancing. But thankfully, the knife didn't go anywhere. So it's being returned to you. You have to wait a few.
Okay. Nice.
So they are now in range and they will attack. Now, before I go this further, you, sir, are a cleric. You should have the ability to what's called turn undead.
Oh, I do?
I believe so. Take a look at your character sheet.
Where'd my sheet go? Did you grab it? Yeah, this is mine right here. Turn undead. Oh, right there. Channel divinity. Turn undead. Within 30 feet. So what does that mean? I don't know what that means.
Basically, a better way to phrase that is you are rebuking the undeath.
Oh, okay.
You are calling upon your deity, holding out your holy symbol, and that you're channeling your divinity. At lower levels, it forces undead to turn around and flee.
Okay. And then I'll do
When
that.
you're much higher level, to lower level creatures like skeletons or whatnot, it just blows them up.
Holy freak.
It's just like your deity says, no!
Bro.
So, does it give like a listed amount of hit die on
It
there?
says within 30 feet, wisdom save or turns 1 minute or until damaged.
Okay, great. Okay, even better. So on your turn, if you want to turn the tables, you can do that instead of attack,
Yeah.
and that could send some or all of them away until they either get attacked or a minute passes.
Yeah. I'll do that.
Okay, so they are going to attack. There's one for each of you.
3.
Okay. Elder Osario. Ouch, that is a hit.
Freak.
Okay, so
What did you do to me? Do I do a saving?
no. That's what your armor class is for. It's basically that's what I have to get to or beat in order to hit you. So you take. Oh, it's 5. Okay, so you take 5 points of damage.
Don't worry, bro. I'll heal you. I have healing spells.
All right, Elder Bergh.
23 minus 5.
18.
They thankfully miss.
15.
Swish came close but didn't quite catch you. Sweet. Elder Williams. What's your armor class?
16.
Ooh, not today, Satan. Swing and a miss. You pull your shield up just in time. Elder Kimball. Not today. That was a big time whiff.
Oh, so he has to destroy my armor first, and then I take real hit points?
No, that's a number that I have to. If I roll higher than I hit you.
Oh, so if you roll higher than my armor class.
Yes, hit points is your life force, just like a video game.
Okay,
So
so he took away 5 hit
He
points.
took away 5 of those.
Okay.
Yes.
Can
I
I?
already lost 1 when I freaking biffed it.
Well, you're healed of the 1 at this point.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's been enough time. So just
Alright.
5. But that for you, that kind of bit.
Okay.
That hurt. Okay. So that was on 11. Elder Williams, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna do channel divinity, turn undead.
Okay. So they need to make wisdom save throws. And you said it's what? 13?
Within 30 feet.
It should say like DC something.
I don't see that.
Well, you read it before. It said they had to make a wisdom save.
Wisdom save or turns 1 minute or.
Oh, so it just says wisdom save. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, 1 is turning around. Oops. 1 is staying. So turning around. Fled. Fled. Nice. So the only one that has that is not, because they're skeletons, they don't really react. They just kind of stop like automations, and they just start turning around and going the opposite direction from where you're at. So there's only one that's up. He's on you. Now it is Elders Kimball.
All right.
He saved me. He just slashed me.
I mean, they're already gone, right?
Three of them are gone.
There's one
that are walking away. There's still one
Alright,
on.
one
Is that the one that I threw the knife at?
Yes.
I'd like to use my breath weapon on him.
Okay.
Um,
So they need to make a save throw on that one. It's not something you have to roll. You'll roll damage though if they're successful. No, they're going to take full damage. So go ahead and roll your damage.
that one.
It should say on your character sheet for your breath weapon.
2d6.
Nice. So grab the cube looking one in there. Roll twice.
Okay.
They're taking full damage.
5,
Roll one more time.
3.
Nice. Okay. So at this point, he opens his mouth. Stream of stinging cold comes out. It's cold enough because he's close enough. You don't take damage, but it gets awfully cold around you. For a second, you're like, ha ha! And you end up coating that thing with like this sheen of ice. And there's a moment where it starts to try and move, and it just crumbles.
Oh. Yeah, what can I say?
Elder Bergh, you are up.
With the D20.
They've only recently turned at this point and walking away. You absolutely can use this action to turn an attack on them if you like.
Yeah, could I sneak attack
What
them?
if we just let them alone?
Do you have sneak attack with that?
I don't think so, no.
What if we just leave them alone? They're walking away.
It's killing.
Well, because they will turn back around.
Oh, they will?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll try to stab one of them.
Okay,
Like
go
in the
ahead
head.
and give a d20 check. You're just going to
Okay.
take a couple steps forward and swing.
4.
Bro.
Dang it.
Yeah, so we're not supposed to be golfing. 4!
Nah.
All right, so you swing. You don't necessarily swing and a miss. You just like when you swing, you slap it really hard in the back, like where a good chunk of plating is for no damage. It turns around and is ready to attack again. Top of the round, however, Elder Osario. The one that is down is in front of you. If you opt to attack one that's still moving away, you can now use your sneak attack on one.
But there's also one turned around on him that I
Yes.
wouldn't have the advantage of.
Right, that is correct.
Grab the knife from the guy's eye.
Okay. I can't cut throat them.
Well,
'cause they're-
ideally, if you let that guy take up, just as a word of advice, if you let him or maybe one of the other team help him out,
Yeah.
if you are successful on your attack, you do enough damage, you'll probably wallop one of these guys all by yourself.
I see him crumble, and I take my knife out of his. Can I just take it out of the skull, and I run towards one of them, that are fleeing away.
Are you going to attack with your knife or your
with my
rapier?
sneak attack? I attack with my dagger.
Well,
I try
your
to.
rapier's going to do more damage.
Is it?
Oh, yes,
Oh, I don't
by
know.
far more.
Okay. I take my rapier and I try to bury the blade into one of their skulls.
Okay, go right on ahead. Give me a d20 check.
Of course, it's a 5.
Hurrah!
Sneak attack. Oh, but to use sneak attack, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you still have to hit.
Yeah,
Basically, sneak
don't
attack
know.
gives you the added damage.
Yeah, I don't know if I hit with that.
No, that is not a hit, unfortunately. So same thing. You lunge in there real quick. You've recovered your knife, your really nice trusty knife, and you swing and same thing. Kind of slapped the wrong part of the armor and didn't penetrate. Bank, and now it's turning around its attention to attack.
Hurrah. Get one job.
I tried.
Elder Williams.
At this point, I'm gonna take my.
So only one of them is walking away.
Yeah.
So if you leave him alone, he's going to keep walking. The other two are turning to face your friends at this point.
I'm gonna go ahead and attack one of the ones that are facing my buddies.
Okay, which one? You have the one that's attacking Elder Bergh or attacking Elder Osario?
Which one of you has more health and has more armor?
I have less health. We have about the same armor class. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. I'm gonna help all those. His name? Vince?
He has a slightly better armor class than me.
Vaxian.
Vaxium? I'm gonna
Or
get
Vancian,
my warhammer out. Two-handed charge. Boom!
Okay.
On its head.
All right. Stick around. Go ahead and roll your d20.
That is 9.
Plus your attack.
Attack. Is that up top?
It's going to be in the middle with your weapons.
Oh, two-handed. Does if you use two-handed, do 1d10?
Well, that's your damage. It should say
okay.
it should have
attack
like
plus 4.
Okay. So you rolled a what?
I rolled a 13.
A 13 total?
Yep.
Okay, not quite enough. So you swing and slam that hammer like right down the front, but miss unfortunately.
Dang.
Yep. Elder Kimball.
Okay. So I just use my breath weapon, right?
Yes.
Ray of Frost cantrip. Can I use that?
You absolutely can. That's where you stick your antagonizing looking finger out and just
Alright, I'm doing that.
and hit them with a ray of frost.
Alright.
That you will need to roll for your spell attack.
Roll for the damage or for to see if I hit?
To hit.
Oh, okay.
So roll d20.
Over and off.
And your spell attack modifier should be on the right, down towards the bottom. The right hand column.
I got a 4.
All right.
Plus
So
4, 8.
you viciously point at one of those, and that you basically see this stream of blue strike a wall and poof, like a snowball.
Solid.
All right, Elder Bergh.
Save the day, Elder Bergh.
No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Stop. It's an old game show.
My spells suck.
So
I could go
you might want to just
invisibility.
stick them with a sword.
Yeah. Alright. I'll go try the same thing.
Okay.
Stab the guy. Actually, I'm gonna slice him downwards. to
Sure, that's fine. However you want to do it.
Crush him. 19.
Ooh.
Plus what? And
So it's this one, right? Is rapier 1d8 plus 2
Yep.
for damage.
Yeah, with that roll, you don't even have to add. You've hit
Okay.
at that point. So go ahead and roll your damage.
What's the d8?
D8 looks like no, it's the D10. D8 looks like 2D4 put on top of one another. Looks kind of like a pyramid.
This one.
Yep.
Wait.
1. 2
So 2 plus what?
plus 2.
Okay. Well, that's all right. You still hit him. That's what counts. So, bam! Slap that bad boy with your rapier. Did not take him down. So, one is still shambling away, minding his own business for no particular apparent reason. Elder Osario, you are up.
Gosh dang it.
Gotta get cooked.
Okay. I take another stab at him.
Yeah,
with
you
my
don't get your
rapier.
sneak attack, but you can definitely still strike at him with your weapons.
I strike at him with my rapier.
Okay. D20.
Plus 4 to hit. I got a 4.
Whiff!
Freak.
Bro, we keep whiffing.
All right, they are up. So the one slashes on you.
I'm gonna die, guys.
Don't worry. I'm gonna protect you, bro.
Okay, for only 2. So you got struck for 2 more points of damage.
Oh my gosh.
Blade bit you, but thankfully not too terribly hard. The other one's on Elder Bergh. Ooh, that is a hit as well. And that is for 3.
They need a key to get it. Tell them to ask the Osborne. They're close.
Okay, so what just happened?
You got hit for 3 points of damage. Come on.
Gosh.
Here you go. Come on. Go on.
Don't decline it.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
Okay.
So that was their turn. Elder Williams.
Sorry, I feel bad.
Should I just make everyone invisible?
No. It's only individuals. That's something you want to do like before you enter combat.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do, Elder Williams?
Just swing again on one of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna swing.
Who are you targeting? Same one that's been beaten up on Elder Osario?
Yeah, we'll try that one.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
The dice. 20's in there.
D20. Yep. 19. Okay.
Ooh.
That is a hit. Roll damage.
Because that's a problem. We should have coordinated that better.
Okay. Hit 1d.
Everything okay?
Yeah. They just some people need to get into a church building, but
Okay.
they'll get a key from someone else.
1 dice 8.
1d8. That one. No. This one right here. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Please save me. The skeleton is cooking me.
8
Oh!
plus 2 bludgeoning damage.
Wham! So you bring that. So this time you bring that warhammer back around like some sort of professional baseball player. Ooh, what just?
I think I was just a lot.
Oh, okay. So you just bring it around, boom! Connect right to the torso and just send parts of the armor and the remains of skeletons like crumbling all down the hallway.
Nice.
Send him into little bitty pieces.
How many skeletons are left?
There are 2. One is walking away, still minding his own business, and the other one's still trying to put a pin in Elder Bergh over here.
Okay, is it my turn?
It is your turn.
Take out Elderberg skeleton.
I just attack with my dagger.
You can.
Actually,
You should still have spells. Cantrips you can use as much as you like.
Cantrip? Oh, use cantrip again.
Okay. Pew! Go ahead and roll. D20.
D20.
You're going to point your evil icy finger at him.
Snowballs.
9 plus 4, 13.
Okay. That is a hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Yes. Which one's D8?
Nope, that's a D4 or D6. That is the D8.
8.
Oh!
Yeah.
So finally, things are starting to swing in your guys' way. So, Elder Bergh, at this point, you end up seeing him stick his finger gun just like right at one guy, and you end up seeing one of those like the ice hit the head and like off on one side and it kind of wobbles a second because it's too top heavy,
Yeah.
snapped and kind of crumble into pieces.
Nice.
Yes.
You got a good KD ratio.
Now they're all dead.
One's walking away.
One is just kind of shambling along, doing his own thing. Would you like to redeem yourself, Elder Osario, since it is the top of your turn? He does not know you are there. You can attempt to sneak attack.
Go for it.
He's like, I'm going to make this work somehow.
I'm mad at this point. I'm running to end this man's whole career.
No!
Bruh, you gonna need me to kill him again?
He got a 3.
No!
So what ends up happening?
You're kidding me.
He goes running forward, and you hit like a patch of ice or something that's just been kicked up.
Nice.
And you're like, whoa, 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 and you don't hit him. You don't get anywhere near him because he's a little ways in front of you. So thankfully you don't botch it. You don't strike him or alert him that you're there. You basically when you took too many steps forward in your exuberance, you almost fell on your butt.
Oh
So you're like
gosh.
doing that thing like trying to stay up on ice.
Okay, that's good.
Okay.
At this point, he's not doing anything, so you can all take free pot shots if you want before it's his action.
Okay, I'm gonna run.
Isn't it my turn?
At this point, it is your turn. Yes.
Shoot him with your crossbow or something.
I'm just gonna have my crossbow. I like crossbow.
Can't have a hand crossbow.
Okay,
Range
so
weapon attack.
if you are going to use your crossbow, you will have advantage on this attack because it is ranged,
Yeah.
and he's a decent bit out. So go ahead and roll to strike. Take the better of the two.
You've been zapping these guys all day, Elder Kimball.
9.
I've been botching it.
I literally killed 2 of the skeletons
Okay, so
already. You guys
a
need to
9.
pick up.
9 plus
My
what?
back's hurting. I'm carrying you
Plus
guys.
2. 11.
Okay, so you're all fire an arrow and it strikes a part of his armor. That didn't do anything. So now he's turning back around. And he's like, I guess I gotta fight. And skeleton coming back.
Sorry, guys.
So now it is Elder Kimball.
Haha, I'm gonna hit him with a Ray of Frost cantrip again.
Okay, so finger guns.
Right. That is a 18.
Oh, nice.
Plus 4.
That is a hit. Go ahead and roll damage again.
Alright.
Yes.
7.
Okay. So he's not down, but there's like this like nice coating of ice like right across his chest as he shudders for a second, taking that impact and is slowly moving in. You're up.
Okay. I'm gonna run as fast as I can and slide on the ice that he tripped on, and use that momentum to take my sword and just go right through.
All right. I like it.
14.
Oh, nice. What's your bonus?
Where's the bonus at?
So on your
Right
rapier.
Attack plus 4 to hit,
Mhm.
plus 2
So-
piercing.
So, that's for,
16.
so, no, let me see your character sheet. I think you got a plus 4 to strike.
So,
Yeah, you got a plus 40 hit.
okay, sweet.
Yeah,
So then
so
18.
that is a hit. Roll your damage.
Boom! 3 damage.
Plus what?
Plus 4.
It should be plus 2.
Oh, plus 2, so 5.
5. Okay, so after you do that, he got a little taste of the excitement and adrenaline when he dropped down and took out that orc from before. So he runs, drops down on his knees, whoosh, starts sliding across, whoosh, kind of pulls out his sword like a samurai, and takes a swipe at the creature's legs, and it just topples from the remainder of the
Die!
All right, you have finished off the skeletons.
Gosh, dang it.
Alright.
Someone heal me, please.
I have healing spells.
That you do.
Yep.
Wait, how much health are you at?
Matt, I took -5, -2.
That's -7 off what you have in
I'm
your
at
sheet.
17.
I literally have 20 health.
I beg of you.
But let me heal you.
Oh, you're fine. Walk
I'm
it
not
off.
fine. I'm not fine.
You're looking up Cure Light Wounds?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That is a
Cure
staple.
I walk down the hall.
Which one are you going? Back
The
the
one where the
direction of the
skeletons
skeleton?
came from.
Okay, perfect. Are you going to wait for him to get healed?
Yeah.
I'll
The
think
creature
about
you
it.
touch regains a number of his hit points. 1 8 dice. Plus your spell casting ability.
So go ahead and roll a d8.
Me or him?
You.
Okay.
Heal me. Summon
And
your
then you, add,
deities.
and then you add your spell casting ability on top of that.
Okay, 4. And then I have spell casting ability. Is it spell attack modifier?
Yes.
Okay, plus 4, so 8. 8 health.
Oh.
That's all your health. You are
That's all my
back to
health.
full.
I start to believe in his
So you take them, you focus on your talisman of your deity, you lay your hand on them a second, and the wounds that you had, they just instantaneously bind and heal.
Nice.
The only remains that you have on your person that you were even hurt are just some stains of blood where it seeped out on your
Disgusting.
clothing.
Disgusting. Okay.
So
let's keep.
he's walking down the hallway. There is a little difference to the hallway that you're going down here. You can see that there's a little bit of decor on the sides. There are the hallway itself.
Carrying my emerald.
So there are a couple doors here to kind of speed some of the stuff. There are a couple because the combat took longer than I thought. As you guys kind of explore a little bit, there are some doors here off the side. They look, but what you appear to have entered, tomb. And the doors lead off to sections where it looks like somebody had been interred and buried. However, the hallway, when you go down, ends up turning to the right, and it just stops. It's buried. The only other thing of evidence in this particular hallway is there was some sort of like mural painted on one of the walls of what looked to be like a very valiant looking king with like his enemies crushed beneath him. Very, very majestic looking sort of like warrior picture.
This is probably the tomb where this king is buried. How many doors are there? There's just one door to the tomb?
There's several doors down here. Most of the doors, when you look at them, they're small on the inside. It's just a small area where it's entombed. Or if it's a little bit larger, there's quite possibly remains. Or, like, looks like there I should say not remains. Looks like there probably was going to be somebody of importance buried here, but there's nothing in it. It's kind of like an empty room. So it's giving you kind of the appearance that it was like half occupied.
Do any of the doors have anything of like value in them?
That's a great question. Why doesn't everybody give me an investigation check?
I would love to. I'd love to investigate things.
12 plus 3, 15.
Not bad.
Oh.
It's an 8.
Plus 1, 9.
Okay.
16 plus 4, 20.
Nice.
19.
Woo!
Investigation.
Yeah, buddy.
When it comes to Scooby Dooing that stuff, you guys are pretty good. When it comes to opening up the kind of fights, you're like, I don't know.
It's so terrible.
All right. So as you guys are looking around, you're getting the impression, at least from the one tombs that seem to be occupied, just kind of giving the speed and stuff to give it, gloss a little bit over. You don't have the time right now to do it, but if you came back later because you guys got the cart, there is definitely some things in here that Menelaus could probably use that you guys could turn a profit with, for historic value. But especially you two. When you guys are kind of, at this point, since there's no skeleton, you guys are kind of freely walking up and down this section of the hallway, just kind of looking at the doors and, and inspecting kind of quickly. But every time you two kind of pass by that mural that was painted on the wall, there's just something odd about it. And that's when you guys look down at the floor and you can see there's scuff marks that kind of come outward.
Investigate the scuff marks.
Okay.
The scuff marks on the door.
The mirror.
Painting.
Just that general area.
Go ahead and roll again.
Maybe we should investigate the scuffs on
12.
12. Okay. Well, based on the scuffs, this could very well have been a hidden door.
Try to mess around with it.
Wait, you had the marble thing.
Grab the marble.
Okay.
And start just.
It doesn't do anything, apparently. But you do have a thief with you.
Hey, thief,
Me!
open the door.
Alright, fine.
So you're gonna have to give me an investigation check to find basically the lock.
I start patting around the door looking for anything.
Bruh, you are bad at rolling.
He got a 1.
What happens?
So he's like doing this, like he just feeling all over the wall. Like, and at one point you're just getting frustrated. It's like, where the frick is this thing? It's got to be something that stands out. And at one point, like you accidentally press something and just fall straight through. He's like, it's swings open with a slam, and he just falls like face first, like in what appears to be some sort of hallway.
Oh, freak.
Alright, I'm going in the hallway.
I still did it.
I'm bringing my emerald, and I walk into the hallway.
I get back
yeah,
up.
and the emerald is still keeping everything lit. Okay,
Dust myself off. Let's go down this hallway.
So the hallway is much smaller in here, strictly for person size. So you can only kind of go in single file. But as you go in, maybe 40 feet, opens up to another side door. Not nearly as impressive as the other ones. But as you guys go in that door, you can hear a behind you.
what the
We're sealed in!
We're stuck!
And there's a silence for a second. As you guys are in this kind of octagon style chamber, which looks like it was probably more important people were sealed in here at some point. Each facet of the octagon, if there isn't some sort of doorway to it, there's kind of an alcove which has like some sort of carved statue to somebody you have no idea who it is, but they clearly thought of themselves, super import.
Let's take it.
Let's take the statue.
Does the hallway lead to anywhere?
Well, the hallway does look like because the hallway you guys came from. There's a hallway to the south. It does look like it may go someplace, but then you hear this booming voice from inside the room, and you hear, "Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the undead king. Wreck the earth without mercy mild, enemies tossed onto my trash pile. Desperate all ye nations rise to stop my triumph under the skies. With angelic host proclaim, Valinthor is born again." And you see this figure of bony sinew walking out from one of the alcoves, like what were probably precious robes and armor at one point in time, stepping forward, kind of giving the appearance of like the undead that were cursed of Gondor.
Mm-hmm.
As he steps forward and looks to the four of you standing before him.
Wait, did all four of us go in, or just Elder Sword?
No, it was all four of you. Yeah, you were all in there. And so he's looking around and he says, "Oh, I see. Little Phoebes before me."
How tall is he?
He must be about 7 foot.
Oh, big guy.
Yeah,
I go invisible.
He looks like.
Good luck, guys. He's gone.
How close is he to us?
He's across the room,
PC. Okay.
but you know you're locked in there with him.
Is it gonna be an
All right.
attack?
No. Let's
No,
not attack.
he has not attacked.
Let's not attack yet. Let's talk to him. Does he speak English? What does he speak?
He's clearly speaking English after that whole dialogue.
All right.
That wasn't in Spanish.
Just say, how old are you?
And so he doesn't answer that.
Why does that matter?
And
I don't know. What else?
it doesn't matter. So he looks to the four of you and he says, "You feeble four have a choice. Dig it? You can either challenge me directly for my riches, or I will crush you promptly. Or you can take 3 tests, and if you pass all 3 tests, the glory shall go to you. What shall it be?"
Let's just get the Let's fight him.
No, I'm taking the test. I'm smart. I'm taking the test.
Let him take the test, and if he tries to attack us after, we just fight him.
No, well, let's just fight. Let's get over it now. Let's fight him.
Let's
kill him.
You do get the impression that you could absolutely fight him, but he is massive in size. It could very well spell your doom to confront him
6'6".
directly.
He's 7 feet. I'm pretty close.
Okay,
No, but together we can. I think we can do it.
When does Mammon come in and save us?
Bro, Mammon's at the camp.
Mammon's at the camp.
Yeah.
Chilling, bro.
I know.
Whose idea was that?
Take the test. Take the
No.
test.
Take the
come
test.
on.
You're smart. Take the test.
It's
Fine.
Test.
I draw my arrow and I fling it at him as a warning shot.
As a warning shot?
Well, just as like, oh, we're fighting you. Like you're
We're
dead.
fighting now?
Yeah, I've got
Okay,
the
we're fighting.
I've
Let's
got
fight.
the cocktail.
Okay.
I got
So-
cocky. I said,
We gotta
you
roll
look
this.
stupid.
So, before we begin,
oh my god.
everybody give me an insight check real quick.
Good freak. Wait, yeah. Let's kind of let's look at our
evaluate the
surroundings.
situation.
Let's evaluate the situation.
What does insight?
4.
Insight is based off of your wisdom, so it's kind of like a gut check. Like, what does
12.
something tell you?
Yeah.
Investigation's more overt.
3, come on. 1.
12 plus 1.
12 plus, okay,
Oh.
so who got what?
I got 4 plus 2,
Okay.
6.
I got 13.
Okay, not bad.
13.
I know you got to roll 5, and you got 13. Okay, so the two of you, before he flicks his arrow to begin combat, you can see that there is something glowing behind him.
Like worth value.
Go invisible.
Not necessarily
to,
of
yeah.
value,
Okay.
But there's clearly more to this than just him.
Okay.
If you challenge him without finding, outright, it could spell doom.
Okay, I pretend like I'm running the opposite way and turn myself invisible.
Why? What does that do?
Okay, so he runs. There's not much. You can go down the hall to the closed door and cast your invisibility spell. But you can absolutely do that.
Okay,
he does not make any sort of advance. Just kind of chuckles a little bit as you run and down a hallway you can't get out of.
He thinks it's funny. This is good.
Can I try to? Oh, I don't see anything.
You go. It's your turn. You have to.
So guys, there's something behind him. He'd very much dive. Attack him right now.
Or we couldn't. This could be legendary. He could be pulling us in a trap.
I ask him, what's that glowing thing behind you?
So he turns and he says, "This? It's called a dimensional door.
Oh,
little man. What, did you think I came here alone?"
He probably has that open to reinforcements.
Yeah.
All right, we'll take
into another dimension.
Let's take the test. Let's take the test.
Thank you. I want to use my spells.
Okay, take the test.
All right, how do I take the test?
So
we choose the test.
Basically, as a group, you can all help. You have 3 tests. You have a test of intellect, a test of cunning, and a test of might. For the first 2 tests, you can all work together as a group, but only one can answer. That means you have to come to a consensus because, as he explains it,
let's fight it, bro. Let's fight
because as he explains it, that person is the one who's bartering their soul.
I'll barter my soul.
Oh my
If you die, we all die because we're together.
No. If he dies and he fails, then at that point the collective is a 3, and one other person can figure it out or whatnot. It will go in line, so you don't have to all jump in and challenge him at once and quite possibly die. You can keep trying until there's left.
Okay.
All right, I want to go first. All right, what's the first test?
So the first test is the test of intellect. So as he explains, a part of heaven, though it touches the earth, some say it valuable, others no worth.
Riddle.
What do I do?
A part of it. We have to give him an answer.
Yeah.
Have you seen The Hobbit?
Hasn't seen any of them.
Yeah,
I've
you
seen
saw
The
The
Hobbit.
Hobbit. Remember when Smeagol is speaking with what's his name? Missionville. I can't think of anything. Bilbo, and they're riddling each other.
Oh yeah, and he's like,
You have to give him an answer.
that guy's so creepy. Oh.
How have you not seen Lord of the Rings?
Okay, could you repeat it?
Yes. So a part of heaven, though it touches the earth.
A part of heaven, though it touches the earth.
Some say it valuable, others no worth.
Guy?
Well, it's
Hold on.
clearly has something to do with the sky.
Of heaven, though.
Rainbow?
I was thinking a rainbow.
That's a solid guess.
The Milky Way.
You are the one that
Rainbow.
has stepped forward. You're saying rainbow? Good job, McMahon!
Yes!
One tooth to bite. He's the forest's foe. One tooth to fight, as all Norse know.
Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 5. Probably has to do something with like Norse mythology or like that area. Like
That's a good guess because he specifically cited Norse. So what is common amongst the Norse? One tooth to bite. He's the forest's foe. One tooth to fight, as all Norse know.
What's that?
Maybe it's like an axe.
Oh, because it's the forest. Wait, can you
Forest
repeat
foe.
it? The forest foe.
One tooth to bite. He's the forest's foe. One tooth to fight,
I think it's
as
an
all
axe.
the Norse know.
Alright, should we say an axe?
Sure.
An axe.
Good job, Mean Gene.
My gosh.
Good job, guys. The last test of intellect. I have towns with no people, forests without trees, rivers without water.
I have towns with no.
I'm terrible. I'm playing music for you guys.
So invisibly, there's sounds kind of echoing from the hallway where you turn yourself invisible. Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. Secret tunnel.
Towns with no people, forests with.
I have towns without people, forests without trees, and
Armies
rivers
without weapons.
without water.
What kind of answer is that?
Worlds without.
What are you saying?
Oh, Bergh, what?
I think he's lonely. Tell me this, ask him if he's lonely.
No.
I will allow you all to roll one insight check for a clue if you would like.
Yes.
One inside check.
Okay.
17.
Oh, okay. That's good enough.
Give
You
him
guys
the
roll.
clue.
Plus 1. 18.
Okay. It is something you currently have on your person.
Is it the stone?
Oh.
The piece of granite?
Does that fit the description?
I don't think that would fit the description.
Yeah, I feel like it wouldn't either, but I don't know what else.
Do we all have one?
We all have it or just him?
No. There's only one on your entire person.
Can we roll an insight to see who has it?
Well, you don't know what it is yet.
Only one of us has it.
Think of something that you guys were given collectively, so only one of you would have it on you right now.
Stone.
It's gotta be him.
The stone.
Were we given a map?
Yes!
Oh, it's a map!
It's a map.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Well done, little man.
Yeah!
Good job. Elder Williams over there pulling it out in a
I
clinch.
know.
I'm telling you, dude, all these little puzzles I play with.
That's
now.
Yes. All right. The next, there will be clues provided. This is the test of cunning. So as he,
Oh, that was only one test?
yes, it's only one test. As he motions forward to the hallway you guys were talking about before that went south. This is timed. So when it begins, you only have 2 minutes to answer.
Alright, so that was the first challenge.
That was the first challenge. That was the challenge of intellect. This is the challenge of cunning.
Who's the
So
most cunning?
he's going to give you the clue, and then you also get investigations checks basically to look at the hallway. Okay. So once everybody's made their roll for investigation, and I give you the explanation of what's there, that's when the 2 minutes start. So he looks to all of you and he says, "Only the penitent man will pass." Everybody give me investigation check.
Where's the 20?
Okay. Pass it on around. Hopefully somebody gets it.
4, 5.
Are we investigating? Is that what we're doing?
Yes.
14
Ooh.
plus 3, 17.
Okay.
Finally, you start picking up your own. Just kidding.
While they're doing this,
17 plus 4.
All right.
21.
So those of you who got the high rolls,
Yeah.
this is what you see. Now keep in mind, and so who is the one that's going to be answering for this too?
Like you got higher.
I did.
Okay.
So you're stepping up to the plate. So
Keep
you're
your
gonna be
soul on the
So
line.
again, it's a group task. You can all decide out of character. Come up just like you did with the other ones. You are the one that's challenging. You will have 2 minutes to the T to answer. So here's what you find in front of the hallway. So, as he told you, of course, only the penitent man will pass. Strewn around the hallway entrance are the remains of very old skeletons. On closer inspection, you will all see that they are headless. Etched onto the ground, you will all, which is very worn, looks like probably from people scuffing it and walked it. But you see Psalms 95 verse 6. 2 minutes Go.
Oh, my freaks. Psalms 95 verse 6. Oh, come, let us worship and bow down. Let us kneel before the Lord our Maker. What are we answering?
Well, the answer is basically to what's about to happen. Only the penitent man will pass. The only way you can pass this hallway is if you are penitent, is what it's saying.
Alright, let's bow down and be humble.
Remember, it's only one person.
I will... What do you guys think I should do?
Yeah,
Only the
down.
truly penitent are saved. Yeah.
Kneel down.
Like humble before him.
Penitent
and humble seeker of happiness.
I'm gonna bow down and
worship him.
Worship him.
Worship. Remember, this is the hallway. He's not standing in front of the hallway.
Okay.
Oh.
And he's the
No. Bow down before the king. The mural? Are we looking at the mural?
No, you're not looking at the mural. Remember, you're in that octagonal room.
And what are we looking at right now?
Just at this point, you're facing the hallway.
Empty.
Hallway?
Mm-hmm. With the bodies strewn about that are all headless.
Oh, those who weren't
Bow
penitent.
my head down.
Yeah, those who weren't penitent probably got their head chopped
answer.
off.
Bow my head down in the hall.
Okay. So you can, at one point, and this is like to the T, because like I said, it was timed. It was up to 2 minutes. Bit of a breeze. And then you can hear something almost like it's coming. And as you remain kind of bowed down on one knee, you guys see a very old, very sharp blade go and pass right over his head where he would have been.
Yeah. Sure.
It's like Indiana Jones.
Yeah, literally. Yep. Last Crusade.
Yep.
Good job. So before you now is a hallway that extends down, and Balanthor motions forward. Let the test of might begin, little men. Follow the hallway.
All right, we go into the hallway.
Okay. So the hallway the hallway goes forward a bit, and then it turns down to the left, and it's just a series of stairs that go down. And the further you go down, the colder it seems to get. Until it turns again to its left and opens up into a very large room where these suspended braziers immediately begin to light and illuminate the room. At the far end, you can see the remains of a tomb with the seal on it partly broken, and there are apparently riches set before the tomb itself. And Balanthor steps from the shimmering light, ends up coming down into this room, and he steps forward and steps back towards the tomb itself, and you end up hearing this and these large versions of skeletons appear before you, coming out from either side. They are not human skeletons. They are minotaur skeletons. They are twice the size of what you saw before previously. And they are carrying great axes, their horns coming off their heads, sharpened to perfection. And as Balanthor stands at the far end of the room, he says, "Test your might! Dig it!" And the door ends up slamming shut again behind you as the skeletons charge.
Alright, let's see some we're fighting.
We're supposed to follow.
Roll for new initiative.
Give me the 20 sided die.
You are still invisible.
Yeah.
Give us
Sneak attack,
can't you?
Give you guys abilities.
Yeah, give us some handsome abilities. Do the mockery cantrip.
The skeletons, you won't be able to do that on it.
Freak.
However,
they don't have a brain.
you do have inspiration songs that you can sing.
Inspire us.
Sing it.
Take a look at your sheet there. I believe there should be one for inspiration. I think it gives them like a bonus health or something.
Where's that at? Inspiration.
Let me see your sheet real quick. Let's take a look.
Skadoosh.
Those are cantrips. Here we go. Combat inspiration. You can either boost ally damage or give them a benefit to their armor class, making them a little harder to hit. So, which would you prefer to do?
Is the armor hit? What do you guys think?
So, you can make them. You can either you can boost their damage, or you can give them a boost to their armor class.
All of us, or to just?
What would you guys rather have? More damage or
More damage for me. I barely have any armor in
Well,
the first place.
You can only do the one though. So whatever you give is what everybody gets.
Yep.
More damage, bro. All of us.
Okay,
I
I'll
guess
do more
high.
damage.
What's up?
More damage to everyone.
There we go. Get that rule pulled up here real quick. Combat inspiration. Okay. Okay, so go ahead and roll a d4, and that's the amount of damage bonus that everybody gets.
This one?
Yes. For attack.
2.
2. Okay. So for damage, anytime you guys are going to be rolling for damage, you're going to add an additional 2 as he's in the back, violently playing his lute. But with you playing, that means you can't attack. You're keeping up that inspiration going.
Are we rolling for initiative now?
We are rolling for initiative.
Okay. That is 13.
Okay. So you are on 13.
On 2. He got 2.
Bruh.
Okay.
13.
13, not bad.
Plus 2 is 15.
And just for sake of argument, in case something happens, go ahead and roll for your initiative.
5 plus 3. Or
8.
8. Okay, not bad.
Alright, you guys have fun in battle.
No,
So
you're battle. You just
next
get-
round, you will be able to do something after you have given them their inspiration.
Okay.
All right, and they are on. All right. So they will be acting last. Lucky you. All right. So again, top of the round, Elder Osario.
is there? So what is our
This is
surroundings
a-
like?
It is a large room,
Okay.
open, so there's no real places to cover. There are braziers that are kind of suspended from the ceiling that are lit by magical flame, and there are 2 giant minotaur skeletons.
Gosh dang it.
In the back of the room, of course, is Ballanthrope. Aren't you glad you guys didn't take him on directly?
Yes. Well, not completely.
So nothing to disguise or hide myself or
No.
dash into.
That is correct.
Nothing to climb.
Nothing to climb.
Gosh dang it. All right. Well,
If you position yourself correctly, it will be difficult, but if you position yourself correctly, you could try and get behind one of them and do your special attack.
so they're running towards me.
Yes, well, everybody at this point is getting ready to engage.
Okay.
You'll be in hand to hand.
So I have a cunning action to where I dash behind one of them to try to engage in a sneak attack.
Alrighty, go ahead.
15.
Okay. So you're not able to attack at this point, but what you do is you see him like haul buttocks like as quick as run as fast as he can, and then last moment hits the ground like a baseball slide, whoosh, slides right behind one of them.
Yes.
Okay. My turn.
Elder Williams.
Alright, this time I'm gonna do my spiritual weapon.
No, spiritual weapon is hungry.
It's gonna be like a bow. It's gonna when it shoots, it's gonna be like a feet.
Okay. I mean, it's whatever you want it to look like. It's all the same damage, everything. So sure.
Okay, a spiritual bow and arrow.
That's so dope.
Go ahead and roll.
Okay. 7.
Okay. Yeah. So that phoenix energy goes flying. It goes past him, but I mean, it's still up for the rest of the round. So it misses. Is all.
All right.
So Elder Kimball
I hit him with a Ray of Frost cantrip.
pulling out the finger guns.
All right, here we go. See if I hit, right?
Yes, and you'll be adding your spell modifier to attack.
17 plus 4.
Ooh, that is a hit. Man, you are hot to trot with those little finger guns. Don't forget you also get your magic missile too, which you don't even have to roll. It's you just make it happen.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll damage.
5.
5 plus what?
2.
7. So a blast of shearing cold strikes one of the chest region of this giant minotaur creature.
Mm-hmm.
So they're up. They only get 2 attacks. One is charging you,
Solid.
attempting to gore you.
Nice.
And gore you he does. Owie! That's gonna smart. So this undead skeleton charging and hits you with his horn.
Freak.
For 9 points of damage.
Ooh. So does it go through my armor class or
Yes.
my hit points?
It goes to your hit points.
Okay, so you have 20 hit points.
So he just took 9 of those.
Freak. I'm at
So
11. I'm halfway dead.
you end up seeing this minotaur charge in there, and just gore him.
Oh, free.
With one of his horns, and he just gets thrown back up against the wall, and his draconic blood kind of sprays off to one side as he's very visibly injured from that strike.
He has 11 hit points left.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh lordy. Okay. So it's not going to be you.
Yes.
And you are invisible, actually. Yeah, and you're playing, so you're going to become visible after this. So that attack went to you. Ouch. That's no bueno.
Did they take any damage from your phoenix?
No, unfortunately not.
They took some from my
Gonna
shot.
fly around.
Took some from my Ray of Cantrip, though, right?
So yes. So the other one comes up with his great axe, and you end up seeing him bring that straight down on Elder Williams. And because he's a dwarf and this guy's, a minotaur, like when he hits him so hard, like he actually causes him to bounce a little bit from the strike, and you end up taking 12 points of damage from the axe. Just
Oh my
I got
god.
15 points now.
Oh, freak! Oh my gosh.
Top of the round. You are behind him. You have your opportunity to special strike.
Okay. How tall are these things?
7 feet.
7, 8-ish feet. They're big.
Okay. Can I try to run up from behind and
You are
jump
behind.
on top of them and stab him with my
Sure.
rapier?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm using my sneak attack. 11
Plus what?
plus. Oh, wait, hold up. Wait. Oh, so it's plus 4 to hit. Okay, so that was a hit, right?
So you got 11 plus 4
Well, so okay, wait. So what do I roll the d20 for?
to strike.
To strike?
Yes.
So plus 4 to hit. I don't know what that means.
That means you're going to add plus 4 to whatever you roll.
You have to
Okay.
hit him first
Yeah.
before you can do damage. So you roll to see if you hit him, and you add that.
So what did you roll? 11?
I rolled an 11. Yeah.
And you got 4 on top of that.
Okay.
With plus 4 to strike. It's going to be a 15 to hit.
Okay.
So because these guys aren't wearing armor, that actually hits.
How much you have to do to get a hit?
You have to get a 14 or higher in order to hit these guys.
Oh my gosh.
So now you get to roll damage. So go ahead and roll your the special attack.
1d8. Oh.
Yeah.
Sneak attack once per.
There you go.
Does once per turn deal extra damage to one creature hit of attack with advantage. Use finesse or range weapon. Don't need advantage if any enemy of the target is within 5 feet of it. enemy isn't incapacitated and you don't have disadvantage on attack. That's all it says.
So it's okay. It should be. A second. It should be like
Dying over.
massive damage.
Blood spill. A skeleton.
You played with Langston recently?
What's that?
Have you Langston made it? Have you played with Langston?
Yeah.
Jake now?
Yeah. He's chimed in on our Dungeons and Dragons chat.
Both times?
Yeah. Because we're trying to coordinate what our next game is going to be.
Yeah. Nice.
So sneak attack. So you can deal an extra 1d6 damage. That's what I thought. So whatever you have for damage for your rapier, you're going to add an additional d6.
Okay, 1d8 plus 2 for piercing damage.
So it's going to be plus 4 because you're inspired. So go ahead and roll.
7
Plus 4.
is 11.
Yep. Now roll an additional 1d6 because you're special attack.
1d6. Is this
It's the cube.
2?
There you go. So that is a total of 13.
Beast.
Yes. So you jump up there, ha! And embed your rapier, boom, right into like his shoulder blade.
Yes.
Causing him to thrash around to try and get at you.
Yes.
It worked finally.
Finally.
All right. So, Elder Williams, you just got bounced. Striking with the
Phoenix?
the spiritual weapon again.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll.
D20.
You got put back in there.
Wait.
I'm slowly dying.
Need any more to drink?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm just dying the game.
It's 9.
9 total?
Yeah.
Okay, so
wait. 9 plus magic modifier?
yes.
Okay, so that would be 11.
Okay, yeah. Just barely missed.
Dang it.
Switches on by again.
Alright.
So actually it's Elder Bergh at this point.
Real quick.
So what you gonna do?
Am I still invisible or no?
At this point, no, you are not
Okay,
invisible.
I'm gonna take my special cocktail and use it as an explosion.
Okay, so you're gonna light that up and
Yep.
lob it at. I'm assuming the one that Elder Osario is not on. Okay, because that would be bad.
How about the one that's attacking me?
Yeah.
That's the only other one. So yeah,
What's the one that attacked me? The one that
go ahead and roll your d20 to strike. You're going to add just your dexterity bonus to it.
Yeah. 2.
Okay, so don't really need your dex bonus for that because it's so low, but that's a 4 total. So you lob it out there. Well, a fire has started.
What a waste.
Well, no, because a fire started. So if he stumbles into it, it may take some damage, but you didn't hit him initially with it. So that's the one benefit to it. Since it's kind of a radius, it will be in play for a little bit. If you like push him over into something, you could still do some damage with it. Okay, so that was your turn. So if you need to use bathroom, go ahead.
Okay.
Elder Kimball.
Magic missile.
All right.
Magic missile.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
Which one is it? It is.
D8, isn't it?
Oh, it doesn't say in here. Is it?
Where's D8?
Magic missile should be. It's all based off of D4s. The benefit to magic missile is that it doesn't. You don't have to roll to strike.
Okay, so should I roll a d4?
Hold on one second. Or are you looking it up over there?
Yeah, I'm looking at
Okay. Let him get that pulled up real fast.
We'll say this is before he's about to be baptized. We wear white when we were baptized to symbolize purity.
1d4 plus 1 force damage.
There you go.
Okay. 2.
And which one are you hitting?
The one that hit me.
Okay.
In
So-
revenge.
So that was the. We'll say that was the one that Elder Osario stuck from behind.
Yes, yes.
So
You
you cast your magic missile and some globs of light fly out, light him up and pepper him with some more damage. Now it is their attack. They're at the bottom.
Great. I'm cooked. I'm cooked. I'm at 11 health points.
Don't die.
So it swings its battle axe on Elder Kimball. You end up, as it swings, it ends up taking part of the wall away from you as it narrowly missed. So like chunks of rock go flying. Elder Williams.
Please don't die.
Good gravy.
Oh, freak.
So it swings again and clocks you for another 8.
What are you at right
I was
now?
at 15, 8, now I'm at 7.
Ah!
Next hit, I'm done.
So it swings and rips you up like along the chest at this point. You are looking bad. However, keep in mind, Cure Light Wounds works on you as well.
Light wounds.
So you can heal mid combat?
You sure can, yeah.
I don't know that.
All right, so top of the round.
My turn?
You're up.
Okay.
So you, at this point, you can either like pull your knife and stick him a little bit more if you want, or you can just wrench the blade. You don't really have to roll to strike because you're stuck.
I'm embedded in him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull out my dagger and try to embed him again.
Okay. Since you are behind him, that would put him at a disadvantage. So you can make this attack with advantage.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll. Take the better of the two.
16. 5.
Okay, so 16 plus your normal to strike is 4. That is definitely enough to hit.
Okay, now this for damage.
So you did your dagger.
1d4 plus 2.
So add an additional 2 because you were inspired. So it's going to be 1d4 plus 4.
1d4 plus 4. This is the d4.
Yes.
2 plus 4, 6.
Nice. So you turn around and you're like, "Ah!" and bring your knife in it, basically holding on with one hand, and then turning with your trusty knife that you just recently gotten. Embed that bad boy right into his skull, and you can actually feel like the fracture happen in the remainder of the skull.
Yes.
And then you just fall to the ground, and you're buried in its bones.
Oh,
Oh, you
freak.
killed it. And thank you for killing that thing, because that thing, I'm almost dead because of that thing.
Yeah.
I don't. What do you have?
There's one more Minotaur.
There's one more left. So that was the top of the round, Elder Williams.
Kill yourself, please. I beg of you.
You were in a clutch position. Do you want to try and finish him off? Or do you want to try and heal and hope somebody else got your back?
I think we're trying to finish him off.
Go for it.
All right.
Use my spiritual weapon still.
Go ahead and roll again.
Where is the...
There you go.
18.
Oh, that is a hit. Boom! Roll damage.
Okay. How much? Which? Do I just do this? This to roll damage?
No. It should tell you what spiritual weapon does. Otherwise, you might want to get. You got the player's guide right there. You can look it up. And we are almost done, guys.
You're good.
Thank you for hanging in there.
I know we're a little bit slower.
No, you're fine.
I feel like I get the game mechanics.
Oh, I definitely do.
Well, some of them you do enough, like when it comes to striking and damage, that it's easier to pick up.
1d8 plus your spellcasting modifier.
Plus an additional 2 because you're inspired.
Yeah, so these plus 6. D8.
Yep.
Oh, that's too bad. I got 1.
Okay.
But so I got 7. 7 damage.
So this burst of energy from his spiritual weapon slaps into the back of the remaining skeleton minotaur, hitting it. Doesn't send it down, but you can see it's clearly shaken up and fractures in its bones are appearing. We are now at Elder Bergh.
Play some music for him.
Yeah. I do that? You guys gotta tell me what to do. I don't know what's going on.
Give us some armor.
Armor?
Or just finish him off.
Yeah, finish him off. He's almost dead.
Okay. With what? What should I use?
What do you
I have a
weapon?
long sword, rapier, short sword, hand
Well,
crossbow.
your rapier is better for you because you're more dexterous. So it will help you
More
attack
damage?
and do more damage. Yes.
Okay. I'll do the rapier then.
Okay. So whoosh.
Yep. 18.
Ooh, 18 natural. That is definitely a hit. Don't even have to worry about the 2 hit bonus. Go ahead and roll your damage. It should say it on your character sheet there.
I think it's a +2. Yeah, piercing damage. So
Well, it should say 1d something and then
Oh.
+2.
1d8 +2.
There you go. So grab the d8,
This one,
that one right there, and then add +2 to that whatever you roll.
7.
Oh, nice. So same thing. You whip that rapier out, and it, the blade whips a little bit, slash with the wind, and you bring that in and connect with its its leg kneecap area, and ends up shattering it. And at that point, that skeleton collapses as well into a crumple of bones.
Nice. You did it.
There we go.
You guys got cooked.
I'm barely hanging on.
I didn't take any hit points. I mean,
not,
I didn't take
not
any
this
damage.
go around.
Yeah, not this go around.
Yeah. So at this point, Balanthor stands in the back, and you can see that now that the challenges have passed, his body is starting to finally decay and crumple away as whatever ancient eldritch magics had held him together, in this place. And he says, "Well done, young champions. You have earned the wealth. Spend it wisely. Ooh,
Yes!
Ooh, yeah. And never forget, the cream of the crop always rises to the top."
Nice.
Yeah.
And it just crumples. So would you guys like to know what you have found?
Yes.
Now that we are at the end of the adventure.
Tell us the riches.
You're like, I just want the wealth.
Oh, keep the change.
Keep the change, you
Keep the change, you filthy animal. And a happy new year.
But my Tommy gun don't.
Yeah, I know. I believe you. My Tommy gun don't. All right, so you end up finding a leather gauntlet with an emerald set on top of the hand. You end up finding a breastplate, so like a solid. It needs some polishing up, but like a solid breastplate. The metal, however, when you look at it, gleams a little bit more than it probably should, and it is lighter to touch than you expected.
I call it.
You collectively find 100 gold pieces,
Yes.
Nice.
200
Yes,
silver
yes.
pieces,
Yes.
3 scrolls,
Ooh.
a pair of interesting-looking boots, some sort of potentially magical rod, which at this point, detect magic spell would, and some pages from a journal.
Nice.
Alright, I call everything. You guys leave.
So there you go. We have. I know that ran a little longer than anticipated,
No, it's good.
but
It was fun.
what do I do with my phone? Oh, it's right here. Duh. But there we go. The game has been completed. You have defeated the enemies.
That was fun.
And I'm just about to die because I'm bleeding out.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So what do you guys think? You guys have fun?
I like that. That was a lot of
Awesome.
fun.
Oh my gosh. I
That was
didn't know
dope.
that was fun.
And once we got a hold of how the dice work,
Well, and some of that too is figuring out what which dice are what too.
Yeah.
If you haven't played, it's like, what's a D10 look like? You know, like what you guys were doing. It's like, yeah, okay, is this the D8? You know.
That was sick.
No, I'm glad you guys
I
like
think
it.
I'd pick a different character. I don't know how much I like the rogue. I like him.
I would pick if I would.
I want something with more armor though.
I wish I'd be more like a mammon, just a brooder.
I should have been like a fighter.
In essence, Mammon is just a like a war cleric. So I mean, pretty much he has some spells of like healing and protection, but for the most part, you know, he's like almost a straight up warrior.
Right.
He's almost a paladin.
That's more my type.
Paladin. Paladins are sick.
Oh, I know what I forgot to Got one more thing for you.
Oh, for real?
Yep.
Oh my gosh! Thank you so much. Holy cow!
So pickleback. I did something a little different. Picklebacks trail mix.
Yeah.
Thank you
that's
so
very
much.
good. Thank you.
Peanuts, M&Ms. I got some.
Keeping us fueled for the work.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you so much. Let's go.
Yeah, no, they were on sale, and I was like, yeah, you know what? That'd probably be better for them. So.
Dang, we appreciate it.
Oh
my gosh.
All right.
Yep. Let me go ahead and
so much.
stop on this real quick.
Well, is there anything we can do for you?